Hello, beautiful Virgo. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light and I'm so happy you have joined me today. In this reading, we will dive into the material stuff, money, career, success, the opportunities. We're going to see where they're coming from and when they're going to show up, because this is all about like the next 4 weeks, and let's see how it's going to get attracted into your life within this timeline. By the way, if you want to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love, hit subscribe. That's the best and a free way to support the channel. And also, if you would like a private reading, I have my email in the description box. Go ahead, send me an email and I'll respond to you as soon as possible. And before everything, I want to start with, there is actually explosion happening here, and I see there's a butterfly forming out of it. And my mom usually, actually, she's the main reader, she describes this as like your kismet spilled out of your cup. So meaning there are a lot of opportunities showing up here. However, because it's on the bottom, you might not really privy to that. You're not really seeing them right this moment. However, because there's an explosion happening, somebody's actually holding on, getting a piece of that energy. So this is not going to miss you. You might not see it at this time. It is coming forward. And I see here a pathway opening towards the past too, like coming from the future, opening towards the past. And there's a fish at the end of it. Past can be one of your past investments actually bringing you a benefit, bringing you something, maybe even some good that you have done in the past, that someone that you helped might show up with a gift for you. And this can really bring you a pathway, like put an idea in your mind, an inspiration, maybe even a journey that you're going to, an adventure you're going to set off to. You will find that blessing there, okay? There's a big explosion, and I also see inside of the explosion there is actually a fish there. So this is an explosion of opportunities, it seems like here. It can be even finding yourself in an environment that you will have a lot of supporting people, maybe supporting energies around you. And this can be like but this is actually you being ready to the situation as well, having a service, having a product. Because if you're surrounded by, for example, if you're in the Shark Tank but you don't have anything to show, it cannot really go through. That's why I feel like the butterfly energy coming forward here, because that's going to be your metamorphosis. If you don't have anything ready to go right now, in that space, you're going to get inspired in a positive way, not in a forceful way. And maybe you seeing their energy is going to inspire you as well. Okay. I know this is very specific, but it can also happen in like a family gathering, an environment that you least expect the information to flow to you. Yes, there is a crowd in your heart space. That's why I feel like some of you are finding yourself in a very crowded environment. This kind of looks like a fishbowl to me. And somebody's covering maybe there's even a cooking pot here. Somebody's covering the lid. We have number 9. This can be a gathering of 9 different people. Or 9 also symbolizes an enlightenment. Can be like a spiritual retreat or something like that too when it comes to enlightenment. But also for some of you, I see tears of joy actually touch my hand here. You might be finding yourself in an environment that you're gathering with people, and you're going to get the chance to show yourself in that space. When you are in that space, you're going to get the opportunity to show your ideas, express yourself, and show yourself basically. And I see the head of, I'm going to get closer so you can see as well. You can see the ears and the eyes and the tongue of the dragon reaching out, which is, we have phone lines here. So before maybe you even find yourself in the environment, the dragon can be a Sagittarius, a warrior, someone fiery. Or this can be someone who has a massive idea already. They're coming into your space, and this is a very gentle, like a flying in gently into your space. So this doesn't have to be something that is intrusive. I feel like you might even allow this energy to come in, the energy as an idea, as what this person is doing. This is going to be something passionate, like this person is passionate about what they're doing, and I feel like this can be even you getting inspired by somebody else's passion. This doesn't mean that you're going to be in the same field. in the same area, building the same thing. It means that when you look at them, oh, they're doing what they love and they're extremely successful and making money off of it. Maybe I should just do what I love and let's see how that's going to work out. That can be an inspiration coming to you, and there's a pathway opening towards this person. And this is a big fish too. You can see the head of the fish right here. So you can see the head of the fish, not the body, but you can only see the head of the fish here. So you might reach out to this person. There's a phone line forming. You might communicate with them. Ask them about how their process, how their progress goes. This can be done to any field. Like if you're thinking they're not really doing what I want to do, they can be in a different field. It doesn't matter, but it can have valuable information or maybe supportive argument for you that will really change the course of the things that you're doing. Actually, I mentioned here before that I have been a designer in New York, a fashion designer. And before that, I actually talked to one of my friends that she was studying fashion merchandising in Italy. And I asked her, I want to come to Italy. Should I? And she said, no, don't come here because they don't speak they're not everybody speaking English, and it's not really an ideal environment to find immediate work. So she left also. After she graduated, she went to Canada. So what happens is that changed my trajectory because I talked to someone who is in there, knows what's happening. So if you're from Italy, I don't know, it's not about, this is what I'm talking about was 15, 20 years ago. It's not today. So you don't need to, maybe it's the situation is different right now. But the thing is, that changed my trajectory of my life, let me tell you. And I was really good at what I do as well, but I chose to do different things because of the circumstances changed. So the thing is here, it can be something like that. You're choosing something different because an informed knowledge coming in. This can be about an investment as well. Maybe you have a certain amount, you want to invest it, you want to buy a home in a certain environment, but when you talk to someone knowledgeable, you come to realize that that's not the right choice for you. It's not going to be fitting with you. That's why I see here this ship that you're getting on the ship. The dragon is also watching over you. So this is someone who really protects your benefit as well. Maybe you're not even close with this person. However, they're genuine when the guidance that they're giving, and you're sailing towards a new direction. Within the second week, you might change your mind about what you're doing, or maybe change the course of your action, the way you handle things. Okay, I see there's a UFO here. Kind of looks like the squid is on top of it as well. Squid is all about ink. When I see the squid, it just gives me the flexibility. And ink, like written things. So it seems like written things are your plans, that you're changing them, being flexible within the second week. And that's actually going to carry you to a new direction. For some of you, I feel here there's a wand on your ship, which is you're not really giving up your passion. You're giving in to the course that the river takes you, which is going to take you to a brighter timeline, it seems like here. But first you need to, maybe you have a king in front of you, a big king. Once they're part of it, I see also there's a cloud. A car is right there. Maybe you are actually purchasing a car to get to work. Maybe this can even be choosing a career near you or away from you, that you are going to require a new vehicle to get there. But it seems like when you get there, it is going to be really bright, and it can even have other things that can support you. The vehicle comes with the wings. So I feel like here, this is coming from an unexpected source. Can be, I keep saying vehicle because the car doesn't mean always vehicle. Vehicle can be also means to an end, something that you will use to get to where you want to go. It can be a tool, it can be a laptop, this can be an email address that will connect you with the king right here. The king looks large, so this can also indicate your transformation. Large, I don't mean in the sense of physical, but the thing is, do we have King of Pentacles here? You have the King of Pentacles energy, guys. You're an earth sign, and that's the most established and the financially strong king, and he is large. You see, like compared to other ones that are like in a certain angle, he's actually fully filling the picture, basically. Like it's not like a cup or a knight, like just a quarter or maybe like a certain percentage of the picture. He is in the picture. He is the picture basically. So this is a good sign, meaning you might be stepping into an environment that you're going to take a lot of space in a good way, that you're going to have control over the situation. You're going to control the financial situation maybe, or the decision-making process is going to be in your hands. And I also see here there's a crowded thing in your heart. You don't really have clarity. You see the fish, when the material success comes in, you're going to start having clarity about your future as well, okay? And the thing is, like I said, initially usually it starts from inside to outside, but it seems like this time the outside circumstances are going to affect your inner knowing as well. I see a letter S right here. S can be in someone's first name or the last name. I told you there's a king sitting here. The king can be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Can be your energy, your authority, or taking charge of the situation and manifesting the abundance and guiding it towards a new investments. This can also be someone who's already doing that. You're taking them as an example, seeing them as a guidance, a beacon of light for yourself, okay? I see here, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pathways opening. This is the 4th week timeline. This can be 5 different options, and I see there are 2 people. I don't know if you can see the faces here. There's a face right here, an aggressive face. There's another one, aggressive face here. So when you accomplish success, some people might show up to take a part of it and say that, oh, this is our right, we deserve this as well. One of the pathway has a horse head at the end of it, so you might get also multiple options of investment that are aggressive maybe. But one of them, the horse in the middle, is actually the sounding, the reasonable thing. Okay, horses indicates wish fulfillment. One of them is going to lead you towards a wish fulfillment. The other investments, like think of it, maybe these are like a high risk, short term investments. Seems like they're going to bring a lot, but it means it doesn't guarantee the results. But the horse indicates here, horse head, indicates that it is a longer term, however it has solid results. Another 2 pathways here. One of them looks like a tree branch, and it seems like you are transforming something old into new when you have authority, the word. And I feel like this can be even renovating a house, a family home. And when you become the authority, you will be the decision maker of these kind of things. And everybody's probably going to wait for your approval or your acceptance or your decision about the situation. However, let me tell you, this tree only has 1 branch and you have a negotiation happening under it. So it can require some calculations, first of all, because I see like numbers and showing up here too. And there's someone's like a shadow behind it. So this can be like an inheritance. Should we recover? Should we repair and sell? Or should we just sell right away? It can be that kind of a decision that needs to be made here. I don't see clarity. I see the tree trunk and 1 branch coming out. The other branches are broken and negotiations happening under it. And so we have a hook right there. So you might find a hook, like someone to actually take this for a good price. It can be something like that. And maybe it's not really the time to repair it. But it just might wait for a while. I see letter E and A can make sense. I see 3 of Pentacles. You might have to get people together to really brainstorm about this to get a final decision, okay? And maybe even calculation. Bring the pen and paper out and start calculating how much it's going to cost. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. And let's see what the answer is going to be. I see a chunk of money showing up here within the first week. There are 2 people under it. You might have to give some share to someone, but I don't feel like you care because it's just bringing happiness and joy and the tears of joy already. And that is reaching under the bottom of the cup, meaning something on the bottom, something that is actually unforeseen coming forward and affecting this tears of joy, or getting affected by this good news as well. There are 2 people under this chunk of money I mentioned. They're discussing, should we do what we should do? And maybe this is like kind of like an inheritance coming in, or someone leaving you something. Or this kind of reminds me of those Egyptian sarcophagus type of like a big, massive, extremely valuable maybe even a piece of furniture, okay, like a Fabergé egg that you're finding in your like a attic. So it can be something like that, okay? And it seems like you're discussing what to do with that initially rather than just going and putting it on sale. There's here, this kind of reminds me the Eye of Horus, Eye of Ra. I think this is Eye of Ra with like a circle under it. Eye of Ra symbolizes the sun. It's the sun god. And so sun is positivity, optimism, good stuff. So you're going to basically make a good decision with this person because this is attached to two people here and they're connected. This can even be with a partner. You're making a decision. This kind of looks like a squid to me as well. Making the right decision, writing down the right plan, planning very carefully and coming to the solution of the optimistic outcome. Okay, that's what the sun actually represents. And this is going to have maybe a positive effect and attract other energies, other eyes on towards what you're doing as well. So this can even be an investment idea, attracting other people's investments towards you. This can be something that you plant in the future. Like right now, you're going to plan it out and start putting this into action. This will bring other opportunities into your life as well. That's how I feel like this is happening here, okay? Now let's dive into your tarot. In this reading, we're gonna start out with your current financial status. What's okay, what is happening here? Page of Cups, okay. Wanted to show up, and let's keep that on the side. We have the Judgment and the Four of Wands. So it seems like maybe somebody owes you something. That's the Judgment energy, I feel. Somebody owes you a favor or owes you money. That's why it's coming as an offer. And we have capybara here as the symbol of the Page of Cups, which is a very peaceful animal, can get along with a lot of different animals. And it seems like here this can be someone, a water sign, maybe a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who owes you. I feel like Judgment is someone owes you something. And they might come up with that as a different type of offer, but it is going to be an equal exchange. It is going to have like the same worth and value. This can be maybe someone owes you money, becoming a referral, so you can get a job which can pay the double and the triple amount that they owe you. It can be something like that, or maybe this is like an inheritance that you're trying to split up. Maybe somebody's actually going to give their share to you to get something maybe that you carry as a burden on your back. And this can be something also like elevate your status, basically. Let's see where you are. It seems like you are in the works of creating a new financial situation for yourself. High Priestess is someone highly knowledgeable, and she has all the knowledge in her hand. However, she's not usually in the energy of taking action. So you might not really know what to do next. However, you know that you're going towards a direction at this time. The High Priestess also indicates intuitive knowing or intuitive guidance in your financial status right now. Maybe you're getting this intuitive nudges to call certain person or go to a certain place, maybe do a certain investment, maybe you want to buy a bunch of gold or something like that. Can be intuitively, innately guiding you towards a higher elevated situation when it comes to financials. Where will this source's new income will come forward? Let me tell you, everybody's getting the Eight of Swords. I don't know if it's because of this, we're going through a timeline. I actually did the next 2-year reading for all signs. And I don't know if you have seen that for your sign. Go ahead and check that one out. Everybody's breaking out of a restraint here. Eight of Swords is wherever you're feeling limited, constrained, that's where your expansion coming forward. And in different situations and positions, a lot of the signs got this Eight of Swords because this is actually an illusion of being entrapped in a situation. Maybe you're paying a certain loan or a certain thing, a house, for a very long time, and you're thinking, oh, this is limiting me, but it seems like there's an opportunity there. However, in the original tarot, we see this lady, she has a tie over her eyes, so she doesn't really see in front of her, that she's not really tied really tightly. She can break through those bonds immediately and take that eye cover off, and it seems like that's where your income, new opportunity lies. And this can be even Maybe you already have a career, you're working in a certain place, and there's a new department opening up, and you might start there as a leader, as someone who is actually going to dominate that field when you get there and get the bonuses, get all that benefits. But maybe you're feeling like, oh, I am limited to this place that I am at. Seems like here that's not the case. This Eight of Swords indicates an illusion of entrapment, but that's where your also expansion lies. Opportunities to consider is, yes, you need to take action, guys. Knight of Wands is action, stepping into the unknown and being enthusiastic about your desires and pursuing them. That's where the opportunities are considered. So this can be also something that you're passionate about, and this can be a second income source that you do not really put too much attention to. As a Knight of Wands, this time you need to really focus on that energy as well. Not only one thing, and it seems like maybe you apply for one thing and then let, the higher power to take control of that situation, and you go forth with something that you have control over, okay? And how will the opportunities you will benefit? It seems like they're going to actually start coming into your life really fast, and you're going to grab them too. So when the opportunity calls, you need to open up the door, or you need to just go find it. When somebody calls you out, this doesn't have to be calling you to have a drink, maybe. This doesn't have to be like a specific offer coming forward right away. You're taking the offer. It can show up in a way that a friend of you is asking you out to have a coffee, and then through the conversation, maybe they're going to offer something, or in that environment, you're going to meet someone. Okay, sometimes you find yourself, the other day my car actually broke down and I had to take it to one of my girlfriends. She has a shop, actually, it's very cool, in like this kind of things. So I take my car to there, and I met with two of these guys. They're very good people, they're pilots and stuff, and I want to travel, and that's actually a good friendship form there, that I can get information from them. So it's such an unrelated issue, and I know, maybe God knows, maybe they need some things and they need this kind of stuff. God knows what it is, but I feel like that conversations are actually leading towards successful outcome, material and also emotional satisfaction as well. So it seems like here those kind of opportunities are coming your way, but you will benefit from them if you go with that flow, that high intuition guiding you towards a direction. So at first I felt really bad about my carburetor actually breaking down, but now I'm feeling like, oh, there's always a reason, a good reason for something, okay? And the outcome is here, Knight of Swords. This is also, you might be thinking Knight of Swords is the nightmares and the fears. So what's going to happen is, when you start taking action towards your desires and when you're following that intuitive guidance, you're going to end up having some fears, which comes to all of us at the end of the day. However, this is actually right behind the fear. You have your new seeds planted and growing. Okay, so even if this is, you feel afraid, do it afraid. This is that kind of energy here. You are going to create your heart's desire. You're going to achieve success here. But when the fear comes forward, you should know that this is something, maybe also an illusion of fear things, okay? Because most of the things that we are fearful of, when we look into it, when we start researching, we find out that there's always a solution. There's always a solution there, okay? Let's see where your financial state with the High Priestess. Okay, seems like some of you are really are going to create amazing wealth for yourself, and you already have something established. Maybe you're not really aware of it at this moment, but you have something very good going on. This can be ancestral. Even the name can be very important, but it seems like it is something that will bring long-term stability. But like I said, we have here that you feeling of entrapment, and how you can get out of it is actually going deep inside. Why are you feeling that? Maybe you need to analyze what has happened in the past. Maybe there was a bankruptcy in the family, in the grandfather's lineage. It can be something like that, because we have the family issues resolving as well. But also this can be something that requires you to really understand how you are actually going to increase your wealth, okay? And because money is a tool that humans use. Even you take your dog to a veterinarian, your dog doesn't pay. You are the one paying. We're the one using the money energy. They exchange energy. And maybe this is an understanding coming to you that even if you're not feeling worthy, or if you're feeling like you're trapped where you are, maybe with a deal that you signed, there's a way out of it. There's a way out of it, meaning the star here is your wish fulfillment. However, you need to just deep down, contemplate, sit down, and start writing down. Today, actually, I read this. Brian Tracy said, if you are stuck in a situation, grab a pen and paper, start writing down 30 solutions to that. And the 30th one is going to be your way out of there. Okay, so that's actually connection with a higher power. That's the way you connect with that. When you do, you will start to get the results that you're looking for. We have the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Wands. It seems like the opportunities to consider is not only like taking action, but also having confidence. You look at her. She's confident. She makes her moves in silence. She's optimistic. She sees the positive side of the things. And every time she looks at it, something amazing is happening to me today. Every time she says that, that's exactly what happens to her. Okay? You are going to benefit from the things when you take action and logical action. Okay, here we have some a little bit of impulsive behavior, maybe with the Knight of Wands, going forward, going towards your heart's desire. However, you will benefit from the opportunities that the opportunities to consider. These are the opportunities to consider, that the passion that you follow, but you will benefit from them when you do approach with a stoic attitude. So do not get attached to them so passionately, in a way that do them passionately, but do not get attached to them like they're going to save your life. When you focus on, this is actually, when you stay in the perimeter of the logic, the opportunity is that you will grab them faster, I feel here. Nine of Swords comes with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups comes here again. That's why I felt like maybe someone wronged you is going to come with the offer. And you might have the fear of, okay, they're going to wrong me again. But this time around, that's why Page of Pentacles showed up and is telling you, do not fall victim to the devil. Okay? Do you have a Capricorn here also? Or do not, if this is someone tricky that is coming up with the tricks again, you know them, right? You know them. Don't be fooled by that situation. Again, plant your seeds carefully. And this is, again, Page of Fires, which is the energy of passion. Like, think for yourself first. I felt the energy of here with the Page of Pentacles as well. The Queen of Cups. Yes, take care of yourself. It's your actually responsibility to take care of yourself first and then the others. Put the gas mask on yourself, like the mask, not the gas mask. I don't know. On the plane, you know, they say put the mask to yourself first and then the children. If you pass out, who's going to take care of the others? So first, take care of yourself. And if this person is someone you maybe consider to take care of them first in the past, can be a younger energy too. Even if they come up with a good offer, first you need to say, like, what am I going to get out of it? Okay, I will help you, but what is my benefit? Let me pay me up first, and then we'll consider the rest of the things. Maybe that's the attitude you need to embody here. Let's see the 3 important things you need to know in this timeline, and then we're going to pull a sigil to attract abundance. You can take a screenshot and put it on your screen, or maybe write it down somewhere so it can be a reminder for you. We have a marriage. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. So I'm going to go with interpretation of this can be a new contract. Marriage is a contract, by the way, that you will sign, which will have fulfillment and love in it. So you might get some offer, material offer, like a job offer that you will commit, you will sign the contract, and it will not only bring material stuff, I feel here, but also emotional satisfaction. For some of you, maybe it's like lifelong purpose. This is always what you wanted to do. It can be maybe writing a book that is your autobiography and getting an offer from there and selling and just bringing you a lot of success at the end of the day. And the second thing, you need to know the Chariots. Charge ahead with confidence, stay strong and focused. So you don't doubt yourself when the offers come. Trust that this is actually a divine alignment with the highest good. We have finally a Mountain. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. Meaning, yes, put the mask on yourself first and remain cautious that there might be tricky energies coming forward or some challenges. But also know that there's a protection over you and everything happens for a good reason. Okay? Let's pull your sigil now. Let's see what that is going to tell us this timeline. Fire. You have a lot of fire here. Fire indicates passion. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. You can use this for maybe even getting inspired about the new fiery opportunities coming into your life, okay? All right, Virgos, that's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.